here are doing something that they consider rather routine. Been there, done that, familiar with it. Tonight I'm going to talk about what your soul really wants. And there's going to be a test. And I'm not going to tell you when the test is. And there's no right or wrong answers to the test. It's just to sort of see where you're at. What is a soul? Some people say it's our inner self, inner being, our true self, our authentic self, our spiritual inside, our conscience. I don't think there is a real definition, really. If there is, it doesn't really matter. It's whatever you think it is or feel that it is. In 1907, Dr. Douglas McDougall in the U.S. did some tests, and he determined that a soul weighed 21 grams. And in 1988, some scientists in East Germany did some tests, and they determined that a soul weighed 1/3000th of an ounce. And then I sort of wondered, like, well, what about for fat people? Would it weigh more? That was the test. Some of you laughed. Some of you may have thought, it's not politically correct to say fat, talk about fat people like that. What I'm saying is, your soul is here to express yourself fully. It's not here to conform, to be politically correct. Being politically correct is a reflection of the collective ego. It's like everybody. Do you want to be like everybody else, or do you want to be your true self? That's what it comes down to. Someday, I'll be quoted for some things I say. And it might be before I die. I hope it is. And you can write this down if you want. The more politically correct you try to be, the less happy you'll be. Trying to please everyone is conformity. It's a door to mediocrity. Is there anyone in here who's striving to be mediocre? Anyone here sort of say to themselves, I wish I could be completely mediocre? I don't think so. Your soul wants to express yourself fully, to give your gift to the world, to give something that's inside of you, that's unique to you, that's special, that's really your true self, not someone else giving it to the world. Your gift is not an ability or a skill. Lots of people can do things. You learn something, you get educated, you practice it, and you can do it. That's fine, but that's not your gift. That's a skill. Your gift is something that brings you joy, and it will bring joy to others. It can be something very simple. I don't know what it might be. Some of you may, when you were a child, have had certain wishes, desires, things you wanted to do, you talked about them. Maybe you were ridiculed, maybe you were criticized, maybe you were laughed at. If right now, some of you are having a little flashback to something like that, and you feel a little bit sad, that's good. You may have found what your soul really wants. It wants to do what you wanted to do a long time ago, for no reason. Your soul does not care how much money you make. Your soul does not care about job security. Your soul just wants to be, to do something, to express. Maybe something you haven't done for years and years and years. It's maybe something that won't make you a penny. Your gift is probably not your current job. I would like to, you might be wondering, how does he know this? How does he claim this? It's because I'm old. I've been around the block a few times. There are some things I feel now that I just know. I've read lots of books. I don't read books anymore. I came to the conclusion some time ago, maybe some of you have too, that my thoughts and your thoughts are just as valid as any thoughts that someone else writes in a book. It's for that reason I don't read books hardly ever anymore. I think I can think of things that I think might be useful, valid, and so that's what I do. And there's some things I just feel are true. and I see someone laughing. That's okay. I don't mind. Part of expressing myself is I don't care what a lot of people think. Because if I did, I'd be inhibiting myself. I wouldn't be being my true self. I'd like to just conclude with a few simple words here. You can write this down too if you want. Your soul does not give a rat's ass about being politically correct. Like wildflowers blooming in a war zone, your soul wants you to bloom too, no matter what's going on around you. Your soul is seeking truth.